Hi everyone, good evening and welcome.
We're gathered here in Tinryland Gaelic Football Club on Wednesday the 19th of June, almost Midsummer's Day, to launch the Southeast Festival of Football. A mammoth number of teams, 96 teams from 14 counties, 3 provinces will be coming to Tinryland over the next 3 weekends. And this tournament has evolved in a big way since its inception 2 years ago. With me is Bernard Mullen, Chairman of Tinryland Gaelic Football Club, and Yvonne Bullen-Cranny, Chairperson of Bennykerry Tinryland Gaelic Football Club. So Bernard, you must be happy with the way the Southeast Sevens has evolved in a short period of time.
No, absolutely. I mean, and look at again to everybody out there on the big World Wide Web. This might be looking in at us tonight. A massive welcome to Tinryland. We are on edge, waiting for you to turn up on Saturday to begin what's going to take place over 3 weekends. Our teams, they can't wait to rub shoulders with some of the best in the business from north and south, east and west. You know, we, as Eamon, as you said, we have a great collection of teams coming representing the best of counties around. So we really are looking forward to it. You know, it's tremendous. A lot of hard work gone in from my committee, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank every one of them. You know, this took 4 or 5 months to plan. Yvonne, I tell you the same thing, meetings 2-3 times a week. But, you know, we are really looking forward to seeing all these young people turn up and put on something special here.
Thanks, Bernard. And Yvonne, I presume Bennykerry Tinryland are equally looking forward to this big festival of football. You have teams entered in all 3 grades, and you'll be taking part against teams from numerous counties.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great weekend, and I'd say the girls can't wait to get going. It's great to have all the different teams coming from all the different counties and to get the football under the belt. Great joint venture with Tinryland GAA, and a lot of effort gone into it, so I hope everybody will enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, Yvonne. And the tournament, of course, remembers a number of stalwarts from this club. I think I'll just have to mention them. On this coming weekend, we have in the girls, we remember Mary Dwyer, a tremendous international athlete from our neck of the woods, who did a hell of a lot of work for ladies football. And Pat Doyle is the man remembered in the men's boys under 16. And Pat, of course, won 5 senior championships with Tinryland, and he's passed on. He died about 10 years ago this year, and he's passed on his legacy to his sons now, who are starring at under 16 and minor level. We also remember Tommy O'Neill, a tremendous stalwart of our club. He was secretary here for over 20 years, and then he became secretary of Carlow County Board for 25 years, and he passed away in 2011. And Tommy, of course, was also a tremendous footballer, and he still holds the scoring record in a county senior football final. We remember Cora Townsend in the under 12 grade on the last weekend, and Cora did tremendous work at underage level here from the time the juvenile club was formed back in the very early 1990s. And on the same day, we remember Ned Hayden that weekend. Ned Hayden, he happens to be my grandfather, who I never met because the man passed away tragically in an accident back in the late 40s. But Ned was one of the founding members of our present club back in the 1920s. And even on the day before he died, he was elected onto the executive committee here. And we also remember, of course, the Whelan brothers. And the Whelan brothers, what can we say about them? Peony Whelan, the most famous footballer that ever came out of Carlow, the only man to have captained his club, his county and his province to win titles in the same year, and the only man to have ever lifted the Leinster trophy for Carlow in 1944. And his brother Michael passed away 7 years ago in 2017. He's a former president of our club. He served as the long-serving chairman for 12 years, and he has the distinction of playing in the first ever game that was Micheál Murray commentated on when he played for Leinster in 1949. So as you can see, we remember a lot of great stalwarts in our club in the tournaments coming up. So with me now is Peter Scully, the juvenile chairman. And Peter will go through the format, but I presume, Peter, you are also looking forward to that you must be happy with the lineups.
Yeah, certainly, and we're delighted to get 96 teams in. You know, it was a big undertaking. We were very ambitious on our part, and we were over the moon that we managed to get all 96 in. You know, as was mentioned earlier, we have clubs from literally the four corners of Ireland, which is fantastic to have. You know, some clubs with great football traditions coming, and you know, so we want to create memories here for kids. That's what it's all about here. It's all about enjoyment. You know, the festival of football for the 3 weekends. That's so important to us. You know, so we're looking forward to having you here. We're looking forward to hosting you, and you know, with a bit of luck, you know, someone might come home with a trophy. We see how it pans out for you. But the most important thing is that you enjoy yourselves and you have great memories coming out with Tinryland.
And Peter, what would be the most important message that you would ask the various team managers who will be visiting Tinryland?
Just make sure that everyone enjoys themselves, have fun. You know, let football be played. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, to make sure everyone, you know, has a great positive memory of Tinryland. That's so important to us. You know, we have a lot of clubs who are coming for the second and third time. As mentioned earlier, we started, this is our third year running these events. So we'll be getting phone calls from early January and February. You know, don't forget to put our names down in the tournament, which was great. So you know, we want people going home with smiles on their faces. That's so important. And once we've done that, we feel we've done a good job.
So, thanks, Peter. So I suppose we'll go ahead now and try to.
Yes, we'll go through, but I suppose what we will try and do at the moment is just give you a little rundown what we're going to do here over the next 3 weekends. It's the same format effectively for all 6 tournaments, so it's everything will happen the same. So the gates will open here at 8:30. So team registration will be at 9 o'clock. We have a parade starts. We have a coaches meeting on 9:15 sharp. So it's very important. All coaches are here for 9:15 sharp. Parade starts at 9:30, so we're looking forward to that. So make sure every team has a flag, a banner. I know, come along, and we want all the parents to come along on the sidelines and give them all a cheer. That's so important. We want to see that, create a good bit of atmosphere here. First matches will commence at 10 a.m. sharp. You know what I mean? We do run a tight ship here. You know, if anyone has been here before, they know what we do in that regards. You know, 10 o'clock does mean 10 o'clock. You know, 9:30 means 9:30, and 9:15 means 9:15. So for anyone, the newcomers, you know, we do run a very tight ship here. We're very good in time schedule, and that's how we operate here. So that's part of our success here. So that's where we are with that. For people who want to know where we are, you know, we have the air code there, R93YA78, and we're right beside Junction 5 on the M9. As you're coming off the M9, you will see us. You'll see our club, so you can't miss us. You know, so it's a handy place to get and find. Okay. So now we'll probably have a look and see what direction we're going to go. Just to go to the next page and we see where we are. Now we've done all that. So just basically that's a notification of all the tournament rules. You've all received that in your email, and so just have a look at that, guys. But we will go through it at 9:15 at the coaches meeting. So we'll just run through that. Any questions anyone has, we'll answer them on the day. So there's no problem with that. So getting on to the groups. First of all, we have the Mary Dwyer Under 16 Girls Tournament. So we're delighted to have from Kilkenny. We're going to have in Group A. We're going to have Clara from Kilkenny. We have Bennekerry Tinryland, our own local team here, and we have St. Conleth's. Have 2 teams in this group. So they have a blue team and a white team. So the blue team is playing in Group A, which is against Laois. We have Kilkenny Ladies from Wicklow. And that's Group A. On Group B, we have Baltinglass. All the way from Drogheda, we have Newtown Blues. They also have 2 teams in it, so have a white and blue, so that's their white team. We have Killevan, Clonegall, and we should have another team there, Mick. Shamble here from Wexford, that's great, thank you very much, Mick. So we have, that's the 4 groups there. And in Group C, we have Newtown Blues, again from Drogheda. We have Muckalee from Kilkenny. We have Fenna from Carlow, and Portlaoise from Laois. And then from the final group, we have St. Conleth's in white. We have Fighting Cocks from Carlow. We have John Locks from Kilkenny and Selbridge from Kildare. Just to make one little point clear, just with teams who have 2 teams in it, the draw is made in that neither St. Conleth's can play themselves unless they hit a final. So they will not play one another until they hit a final. So that's the very same with Newtown Blues. So they won't be playing each other in the preliminary rounds or semi-finals or quarter-finals. So the only time they can meet is in the final. So we go from there. So basically, guys, what happens then from that point of view? We go into the top 2 in each group goes into a cup situation, and 3rd and 4th goes into a shield situation. So you'll find your own level and you'll play out from there. Just to be careful, guys, just to be mindful of on the tournament rules, on the point scoring, we're going to have 3 points for a win, 2 points for a draw, and if you're within 3 points of the winning team, you're going to get a losing point. And that has worked very, very well in the past Emmet, hasn't it? Yeah. It has brought teams from 3rd up to 2nd and vice versa.
It's a bonus point.
It's a bonus point, and it has worked very, very well. So it has worked very, very well for us in the past, and just something a little bit different going forward. Okay, so that's the under 16 girls. So we're going on to the 16 boys now. That's great. Thanks, Mick. So again, we have some serious football teams in this. We have, again, Coola are coming with 2 teams in this one. So they have Coola Red and Coola White. We'll go through that in a second. So on Group A, we have Coola Red from Dublin. We have Ballyhogue from Wexford. We have Ballydash from Wicklow, and MLR, which is Mount Leinster Rangers from Carlow. And Tinryland, we have 2 teams luckily in this group as well. We have Tinryland, the Hoop Colours in Carlow. We have Ballylinen from Laois. We have Rathgormack from Waterford, and we have the Shamrocks from Wexford from Enniscorthy. And then in the Group C, we have Tinryland Navy colour, and then we have St. Martin's also from Carlow, very close neighbours of ours. We have Naas from Kildare and Carnew from Wicklow. And then we have, in Group D, we have Coola White, and then we have Michael Davids from Carlow. We have Sarsfields from Kildare and Rathvilly from Carlow. Again, as we said in the initial stage, neither Tinryland 2 teams will meet, or neither will the Coola Red team until the final. So again, guys, it's the very, very same format. Top 2 go into the cup, 3rd and 4th go into the shield, and we go from there. Just again, a little add-on to that. Once we're in the quarter-final stages, if there is a draw from regards from the under 16s, if it's a draw on the day, it's the first score we'll go through, and the same in the semi-finals. So that's where we are with that. Okay. Some good teams there, Eamon.
A great spread of counties there. Some really elite teams like Coola from Dublin. I mean, Baltinglass, former All-Ireland champions there from Wicklow with their under 16 team coming down. And you have our own 2 teams. You have St. Martin's, an up-and-coming team here down the road from us, as you said. And of course, you have Michael Davids, a great underage team from Carlow as well. So great spread.
A great spread, you know what I mean? And we're expecting some surprises, I suppose, on the day. Like everything, the matches are 10 minutes for a half. So anyone gets an early score can really push the other team on. So it's a great game. The Sevens is a great game. It was really, really good last year. One of the tournaments I really enjoyed watching the Sevens. So it was very, very good. It's an important. The Sevens game is I think it's an important game to try and develop. So hopefully we can get that off the line here. Okay. So we move on to the under 14s. We move on to the 14 girls. This is for the following week on the 29th of June. So this is for the Tommy O'Neill Cup. So again, we have in Group A, we have Fighting Cocks from Carlow. We have Ballantyre St. John from Dublin, Naas from Kildare, and Muckalee from Kilkenny. And in Group B, we have Bennekerry Tinryland, again from Carlow, local team here. We have Selbridge, again have 2 teams here. So we have Selbridge Navy from Kildare, and we have St. Conleth's from Laois, and we have Rathote from Meath. And then in Group C, we have Ballant from Carlow, we have Selbridge Red from Kildare, Navenna from Wexford, and Palatine from Carlow. And then in Group D, we have O'Hanlon's from Carlow, St. Lawrence's from Kildare, Ballydash from Wicklow, and Rathvilly from Carlow. So again, a good spread, Eamon. We have some nice spread teams.
This is 9-a-side.
This is a 9-a-side tournament. This is the first year we've run the under 14s, Eamon. So it's a 9-a-side tournament. So we're looking forward to this again. You know, we presume it's going to be a very fast game. So you know, the only difference in this game is and you'll see in the rules is on a count back. All scores do count in this competition, in the matches, but on a count back situation, it's points only. So we will not be counting the goals. So there'll be no goal difference. It'll just be points difference. That might determine you going forward into the second or third group. So on that as well, guys, if we go to a quarter-final, semi-final stage, and the scores are level, it's the most points scored. We won't count the goals. And again, if it's in that situation, if it's both teams have scored the same points, it's the first point scored, not the first goal in that situation. So we're trying to encourage points being scored at under 14 level. So that's what we're trying to do. So we feel that's important. You know, and I think we have again a good spread. Like, you know, we think we have 6 or 7 counties represented there. So we're happy enough with that. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So,
You have Kildare, Meath, Dublin, Kilkenny, Wexford, Wicklow, and Carlow.
So we've got a spread there. So so that's just to be aware of that with the change there. That'll happen with the 14s and the 12s, just the points only. So we move on to the boys under 14. Then the Peony Mickey Meelan on tournament. So Mickey's putting it up there now. That's great. So again, some wonderful teams in here. So we have from Wicklow again. We have Baltinglass. We have Ballyhaig from Wexford, we have Galtier from Waterford, and we have from Sarsfields from Lucan in Dublin. And then in Group B we have our own club, we have Tinryland. Then we have Rathcormac, that should be from Rathcormac from Waterford, Collection from Laois, and St Michael's RD, they're from Louth. So then we have on Group C we have Michael Davitz from Carlow, we have Ballymum Kickham's from Dublin, we have St Oliver's from Waterford, and we have the Shamrocks there from Wexford. And into the fourth group then we have Nevena from Wexford, Palatine from Carlow, St Lawrence's from Kildare, and St Paul's from Laois. So some very, very big teams there, and teams with great traditions there in their own locality. We have Palatine going very, very well at senior and juvenile level at the moment here. Ballymum Kickham's there, be a big club from Dublin end of it. So there's some big teams.
Absolutely, you've 8 counties there in that competition.
Yeah, competition, you know, so we've got a great spread again, you know what I mean. So we're very, very pleased with that, lads, and so thanks for coming down, and we're glad to have you here. Okay, again, as I said earlier on with the girls' competition, the 14s is the very same. It's the points scored is what we count back on. So that's important, guys. Okay, so we'll go through that on the morning of the tournaments, which is anyway. So that's where we are with that. Okay, on to the next end of it. So we're on to the under 12 festivals. So the first one we have is the Cora Townsend under 12s. So we have Rathvilly from Carlow. We have Ballantyre St John, their orange colours. We have Naas Blue, Kildare, St Bridget's from Laois. And then we have, on Group B, we have O'Loughlin from Wexford. We have Baltinglass from Wicklow, Muckalee from Kilkenny, and Port Harrington from Laois. And then we're going to have, from Group C, we have BT, Ballinkerry Tinryland, our own local team. We have Dunnimagan from Kilkenny, Carnew from Wicklow, and Glen Emmets from Louth. And then in the fourth group, we have Nevena from Wexford, Ballantyre St John from Black from Dublin. We have Naas Blue from Kildare, and the Fighting Cocks from Carlow. But that's where we are with that, guys. Again, you know, we're looking forward to seeing the younger ones coming up and showing what they can produce at that level, you know. So it's very important. You know, that's an 11-side competition. So you know, that's all 2 plays on the day, so we just want to make that clear as well. The same with under 14s, we're going to make that 2 plays as well. So under 16s will be open play.
So that competition is on the first Saturday of July.
Of 6th of July, the first Saturday of July. And last but not least, we have the boys under 12 festival. So we have from the local town here, on the road, Mr. Bagnallstown Gales from Carlow. We have Ballyhogue from Wexford. We have Moorfield from Kildare, and St Finian's from Dublin. And then in Group B, we have Rathvilly from Carlow, Nevena from Wexford, Rathcormac from Waterford, and Naas from Kildare. And then we have in Group C, St Patrick's from Tullow. We have, which is in Carlow, we have Shalamere from Wexford, Baltinglass from Wicklow, and Ballymum Kickham's from Dublin. And in the final group, we have Tinryland, our own local club. Then we have Mullerhorn from Cavan, all the way from Cavan. Mullerhorn is great to have him here. And then we have Nave Martin from Louth, another team travelling a long distance. And we have Port Laois from Laois. I think there's 9 or 10 counties and that there.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
So there's a fair spread there, guys, and it gives a great opportunity for lads to play teams that have never played before, and you know, which is fantastic to see. So you know, we're very, very happy with that. You know, so you know, we're very, very pleased, Eamon, this year to increase our, I suppose, our pool as regards of clubs we know, and build on it again. So we've made great contacts this year. So lads, I want to thank everyone for coming down, and we're looking forward to a great tournament. Just on the sponsors, maybe, Eamon, you'd like to thank our sponsors?
We have some great sponsors: Scott's Bouncing Castles, ASAP Print from Carlow Town, Rats Londis from Carlow Town, and a local man here, Alan Mannion Catering Services.
So that's looking after us, guys. So we'll have on the day, lads, we'll have loads of food. We have our own barbecue here. We'll have a shop running. We'll have everything here. Shop. We'll have tea and coffee facilities. We're going to have a first aid. We have our first aid a room set up. We have all that organised. And on the day, we're going to have T-shirts for sale. Maybe Bernard might just throw me over one here just to show you here when we have it here, guys. You know, so we have T-shirts here with Southeast Sevens on it for sale. Kind of souvenir T-shirts, all shapes and sizes and all kinds of colours, guys. So we'll, if you want to bring home one of them with you as well, there's no problem. We have blue and we have green, and we've all shapes and sizes, guys. So don't be shy. Buy a few of them, you'll be grand, okay? That's where we are with that, guys. Anything else? I think we're...
So all we need now is the good weather.
Good weather, guys.
Peter,
That's all we want you to bring, guys, a bit of fine weather, and we go from there. So listen, guys, we see you all tomorrow, or Saturday, I should say, and best luck to everyone, and we see you all starting Saturday. Take care, and bye-bye.